I'm not going to make any recommendations. Because I'm not agitated about what's going on. I'm absolutely comfortable with two people being voted on the ticket as a president and a vice president. Once the president is away, the vice president takes over as acting president, and that is exactly what is happening here, and we are very comfortable. But if the National Assembly, in their own wisdom, decide to put a cap, then so be it. But as far as the laws are concerned, as of today, we're fine where we are.
Let me ask you this question also, Mr. Ahmed, because we do know that even while our President Muhammad Buhari is away in London, he did send congratulatory messages to some presidents across the world who have advanced in one way or the other to achieve one thing, as it were. Don't you think that if he's able to do that, he should be able to make at least a comment to Nigerians?
He wrote letters to presidents. He wrote condolence letters to Nigerians as well. So it's not only foreign president that he had done that to. And I don't think writing letters is the same thing as making broadcast. Two completely different official channels.
Do you feel very comfortable, though, that you sit there in Abuja, people are agitated in that same town with you, and you think that all is just well? Is this not a misplacement of your thoughts?
I'm not saying, no, not at all. I sit down in Abuja, and yes, everybody sits where he is, but don't make it look as if that we sit down in Abuja and we don't care about what is happening. Those people who are agitating have made it clear that they have the right to make their agitations. No, they have the right to protest. Absolutely. But I'm not comfortable that we have a president who is not feeling too good. I'm not comfortable with that. You know why I'm not comfortable? Because I'm a human being. I'm a father. I'm a son. And this is a president I've known for the last 12 years, and I've been personally very close to him. So am I happy that he is not well? Absolutely not. But he is not incapacitated, and I'm very glad that we have a very capable acting president who is steering the affairs of the nation. So it's not about sitting down and being comfortable and because some people are agitating. No, that's not the case. So don't make it look as if it's a situation that people are dying out there and we're just sitting down here and we're being comfortable. No, those are people who are mostly members of the opposition, which we understand their right to protest. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. So they can protest, absolutely, to say that they want the president either to resume or resign. They have the right to say that. But we also have the right to tell them that, hey, no laws are broken, no moral ethics have been crossed. The acting president is acting very well, and the president is recuperating. So what is it that you truly care about? Do you truly care about the nation being run, or do you truly care about the president who has made it clear that he is on medical leave to cut short his medical
leave? Permit me to just button there. We'll just quickly go on a short break, but we'll be back after these messages, so can take you up on a couple of more questions. I'll still have Ahmed with us in Abuja. Let me quickly ask you this question in relation to what the governor of Ekiti State, Ayodele Fayose, casted aspersions to. Do you believe that perhaps, as he said, a cabal is also involved in this whole saga of Mr. President staying away from the country?
I think it is a well-known fact now that we don't join issues with Ayodele Fayose. I mean, you guys can repeat all of his propaganda all you want, but we simply don't take him seriously. We don't join issues with him. We simply don't. So I'm not going to comment on anything he has said. It's none of my. I don't even consider it.
For a number of people, though, I mean, yeah, some people will say that they understand the fact that you're defending this administration because you have to. I mean, you campaign to Nigerians in terms of what has happened, in terms of the president coming to office. And yes, the law has been met with. But then do you think, for future purposes, that we should honestly have a cap on how long a president can be away for, especially if he's away on medical vacation?
I think the Constitution is not cast in stone. I think there's no law in this country that is cast in stone, that every law will have to be reviewed based on in light of circumstances that keep happening as we go on. But what I said earlier, and I keep maintaining it, is that the law as it is today has been absolutely complied with, and there is no vacuum in leadership, and there's no even a moral argument, as far as I'm concerned, for this. I think if there's any moral argument, it should be in favor of the president, who said, I am ill and I want somebody else, I want the acting president to act on my behalf before I come back. I said, I'm going to be away for an unspecified number of days until my doctor certified me fit to come back. And I think the moral argument should be in his favor. But going forward, I think in light of everything that keeps happening as we go on, the Constitution, like I said, is not cast in stone. We will make amends, and then the National Assembly feels the right to do so, to make amends for future reasons.
Now, even though the governor of Akwa Ibom State argues that, they were representing Nigerians in terms of when the Nigeria Governors Forum went to visit him, and there have also been arguments that the president should at least make a broadcast message to talk to Nigerians and reassure them, thank them and reassure them that he's well and that he will be back very soon. And some people say that communication message is also necessary. You have said it's not, and that the president doesn't need.
But he has done that through the acting president. When the acting president
he doesn't need to do that through a broadcast. But there was a broadcast. There was a broadcast, I think was the Salah message, which was done in Hausa, and some people said that was a missed opportunity.
Well, I don't want to speak about that in particular, because I don't think that's a broadcast. You know what a presidential broadcast is?
What was it then?
I think it was a personal message that he usually gives to his supporters before he started campaigning. I have known that for about 10, 15 years ago, that he usually sends messages through that same person who is now his personal assistant to supporters, to tell them that, okay, I'm wishing you happy Salah. Do I think that they ought to have done it now, as when he was away on medical leave, as president who is on medical leave? Maybe I wouldn't have advised it, especially in the language that it came along. But that was certainly not a national broadcast. Certainly, it was not a national broadcast. It was a personal pitch between the president and through his personal assistant. It certainly was not a national broadcast.
Which, if you say supporters, and there will be questions as to whether or not the Nigerians who voted for him across board, whether he also considers them his supporters.
Yeah, absolutely, he does. What I'm saying is that this is what he is used to doing for a number of years that I've known him.
Well, so going forward, how do you think that this agitations will be resolved at the end of the day?
Well, I think ultimately people would come to the realization that no laws have been broken. That is, if they haven't already, if this is not just a political stunt for some people. But let's assume it is let us assume, without conceding, that it is a genuine concern for the president, and they will realize that there's no laws that have been broken, no moral ethics have been violated. Or there's no argument against that. So they would realize that, and they would just hopefully fervently pray for the president and firmly be behind the acting president to carry the affairs of this nation.
Well, Ismail Ahmed is a member of the All Progressives Congress Board of Trustees and also Senior Special Advisor to the President on
Special Assistant.
Beg your pardon, Special Assistant to the President on social investments. Sunrise Daily will continue in just a moment. Please stay with us.